80 FAQs concerning the home without marriage and family. 1. CFing. August 25, 2007. Q. Why set up the home without marriage and family? A. For the purpose of realizing the ideals of our saints and sages and the hope of our people. For the purpose of setting a good example for human beings. For the purpose of providing a good environment to the Chanyuan celestial for their self-improvement and experiencing the life of celestials in the thousand-year world. Question: who are eligible to enter into the home without marriage and family? A. Only the most civilized and the best could be permitted to enter into the home without marriage and family, or you may call it as gathering the ripened crops. Q. Who is the leader of the home without marriage and family? A. All of those people who are able to live their life in strict accordance with Lifechanyuan value can be the leaders. Q. Where is the home without marriage and family? A. Everywhere with proper conditions. Q. Is it possible for me to enter into the home without marriage and family? A. Sorry, unless you have been baptized by Lifechanyuan value. Q. Why only those being baptized by Lifechanyuan value are permitted to enter the home without marriage and family? A. Without the baptism, you will be totally at a loss as what to say and what to do in the home without marriage and family. Question: can Chanyuan celestial enter into the home without marriage and family? A. No. Only those who have been devoting all their energies to the construction of Lifechanyuan for at least a half year are eligible. Question: do the people in the home without marriage and family lead an austere life? A. Definitely not. On the contrary, they will live the most prosperous and lively life. Question: how can you ensure that? A. People in the home without marriage and family are the most outstanding and creative group in human society. Question: do you care only your own well-being and not the poor? A. We only care spirit and mind. Material things are not our concern and should be worked out by oneself. Question: where do funds of the home without marriage and family come from? A. Through the dedication and creation of people in the home without marriage and family. Question: what would you do if people in the home without marriage and family become lazy? A. It is impossible for them to become lazy because laziness will make their conscience uncomfortable. Question: is it possible for the home without marriage and family to precede forwards autocracy? A. Each of those being baptized into Lifechanyuan is follower of Tao with profound wisdom, clear and bright mind. No one is willing to be shoved around and cannot be shoved around except the most civilized approach. Question: is there any private property in the home without marriage and family? A. No. Everything belongs to the public. Question: then there is no individual privacy and freedom in any sense? A. Absolutely not. Each residence is private, sacred, and inviolable. Nobody is allowed to intrude without the master's permission. Question: then, private property actually exists, right? A. No property is private here, and all of them belong to the home without marriage and family. But everybody in the home without marriage and family is capable of enjoying a life of great freedom and natural rights which cannot be deprived. For example, people should not disturb one another when taking a rest, neither can they deprive the other's basic safety. Question: is there forms of spousal relationship in the home without marriage and family? A. No. They neither marry nor get married. Question: then people with spousal relationship are not eligible to enter into the home without marriage and family, right? A. Sure, they can. But it is better for them entering together, and their marriage life come to an end since after. But they may choose to continue their intimacy in much civilized relationship, which none of others' business. A spouse planning to enter into the home without marriage and family must require the consent of the other party. Otherwise, any party of a marriage will not be permitted to enter into the home without marriage and family. Question: is the sexual choices in a random fashion in the home without marriage and family? A. Sure. People can choose their sexual forms in terms of their personal tastes according to the principle of ethics. They may choose to be in a pair, or 3, even 4 people together. Why will we restrict that if they feel gratitude to the greatest creator in their heart? If by so doing enables them to feel that life is good and thereby love life much more than before while devoting themselves selflessly into the hard work for human happiness, then why will we restrict that? Question: doesn't that belong to assembling a crowd for promiscuity? A. People's concept on promiscuity is wrong. Promiscuity is limited to sexual behaviors between mother and son, father and daughter, grandparents and grandchildren, natural brothers and sisters. Those occurring between people without genetic connection should not be classified as lewdness. As for the term assembling the crowd, what is improper here? People in the world were often assembled for conferences, strikes, parades, sports activities, dancing, or other similar activities. Now that all of these assembling matters are proper, what is improper just for fun? Sexual behavior is nothing but a game for fun. Question then, do you mean sexual behavior in group is advocated in the home without marriage and family? A. Absolutely not. Because that kind of advocating will hurt millions of people in the world. Moral values established in secular society should be followed by secular individuals of the society. Otherwise, the normal social order would be disturbed and the whole society would lose its vitality and push human beings to disastrous situations. Question well, why is it possible to have sexual freedom in the home without marriage and family? A. The secular world can't be compared with the home without marriage and family. The basic form of secular world is family, which requires strict husband and wife ties. Once free love affairs happened, it is painful for his/her spouse, their children, even their parents, which will injure the whole society in the end. But in the home without marriage and family, there are no families, no marriages, and people living here are far from the secular world. They have paid off their parents, children, friends, and the society before entering into the home without marriage and family. They will live a totally new life in the home without marriage and family. In addition, all of the members of the home without marriage and family are civilized and outstanding individuals with pure mind, and they would not hurt their spouse either. Therefore, the sexual freedom in the home without marriage and family should not be copied indiscriminately in the secular world. Question, what will you do if somebody is unwilling to follow your style? A. All members enjoy freedom here. He is free to follow his lifestyle, and nothing is imperative. Question, do all of you live together? A. Each member possesses a separate bedroom, bathroom, and a private area. They do not live together. Question, what about having meals? A. Yes. Eat together in the cafeteria. Question, how do you deal with different tastes? A. The cafeteria will make their effort to take account of different favorites and satisfy everybody. Q. What about your food, on vegetarian or meat diet? A. They may choose as their own will. Vegetarian may be on vegetarian diet, and those people whose favorites are meat may choose on meat diet. Nobody has the right to decide what the other people should to eat, but nobody is permitted to take wild animals or birds as their food. Question, are all of the members in the home without marriage and family Chinese? A. No. Chinese people only occupy a small ratio. Most people are whites and blacks or other races. Question, what to do if somebody gets sick? A. There are doctors and nurses in the home without marriage and family, and everything for the patients is free here. Whoever is sick will be treated with proper care. Q. What if somebody passes away? A. There are special organizations to cope with these things properly. There is no need to worry. Question, how do you allocate those who no longer capable of work? A. They will be attended by the most careful and the most sympathetic people. Q. Can they have children here? A. Sure. It's up to you. Some people may need to be persuaded to have children for the sake of humankind multiply. Question, will the baby be kept to oneself? A. No. The baby is the sweetheart of the whole human beings. From the time of pregnancy, all costs will be shouldered by the home without marriage and family, including future raising and education. Question, how to organize various jobs? A. Everybody in the home without marriage and family has outstanding abilities and hobbies. The home without marriage and family will provide circumstances for their individual strong points, and each person can choose to do what he or she likes most. Nobody will be forced or arranged. Question, but how to deal with different jobs and different preferences? A. The difference between the home without marriage and family and the secular world. Question, is there a clear division of labor for all of the members? Division of labor for all of the members? A. The goal of the home without marriage and family is that there is only one trade to be done for each member. For example, there is no need for the vegetable gardener to worry about the cleaning of his room. The dairy woman doesn't need to concern about washing her clothes. The businessman doesn't need to think about if a hot meal is available after a whole day's work, and the cook doesn't need to worry about the money. Everything will be organized orderly and systematically. Question: you say that everything is shared by the public. What if someone wants to spend money for his hobbies? A. There is an appropriate amount of pocket money for all. Q. What should they do for those people whose parents, children, or brothers and sisters were in need of them? A. It's not unnatural for this business, and it will be acted accordingly. Question: some of the babies in Chanyuan, Celestial, are very young, yet they want to enter into the home without marriage and family. What to do then? A. It will also be acted accordingly. The home without marriage and family will take nurseries, kindergartens, and schools in future if there are too many children. Question: could the parents and children enter into the home without marriage and family together? A. Sure. Each person could be a Chanyuan Celestial if she could resonate to Lifechanyuan value, which means a mature condition for entering into the home without marriage and family. To be continued.